At the end of a 160-kilometre dirt track in outback South Australia, there's one of Australia's largest dry salt lakes, Lake Gairdner. For 1 week of the year, in early March, Lake Gairdner becomes the setting for one of the fastest motorsport events on the planet. It's the venue for Australian Speed Week, where a special breed of motorsport participants come from all over Australia and the world to make their machines go as fast as possible on the hard, dry surface of salt. Lake Gairdner is a national park, so Speed Week is held with the permission and cooperation of National Parks South Australia and the local traditional owners. Because of its remote location, everything must be brought in: fuel, food, supplies and spares. Competitors must be largely self-sufficient because the nearest petrol station and parts shops are hundreds of kilometres away. Attending Speed Week is not a day trip. You don't go there for the afternoon to watch the racing, but if you want to make the effort, it's some of the fastest racing you will see. The start line is often a hive of activity as crews and drivers make final checks to the vehicles before they hit the salt. Or, like at the drags, it can be a case of hurry up and wait because there's often several hours in between runs. There's plenty of varieties in the vehicles that race here: bikes, cars, trucks. Many of these vehicles are based on street cars familiar to all of us, with a scattering of specially built streamliners and lakesters. One of the newcomers to the salt is Gus Cooper with his 1936 Hudson Terraplane. This car was built in 9 months in Western Australia. It's powered by a 406 cube small block Chev and runs 128 mile an hour. One of the legends of the Aussie Salt is Norm Hardinge and his 1934 Big Knob Ford Roadster. Powered by a 429 big block, this car's run here for 17 years straight and runs 212 miles an hour. Despite the enormous effort and preparation, some things don't always go according to plan. Each day starts with a driver's briefing hosted by our race director, Animal.
Right, all safety vehicles. If you don't have your radio on channel 10 today and answer me when I call you, you'll get a red ticket. That'll be you and your team out. 60 k's out the front here. Any further, we'll go bang. You will go and get a red ticket. I'm not handing any yellow tickets out today. It's all red. I polished up the whole book last night. Made sure every one of my pens worked.
This is the Aussie Outback in summer, so it's hot, damn hot. Temperatures are typically above 40 degrees, so not only is it tough on vehicles, it's tough on drivers and riders too. It's 45 degrees, you're in a race suit, and under your race suit, you've got fireproof undies on.
I'll go and rip his paperwork up too. And the first person who worries about that I've sworn, off, right? Because I can't give a
The Salt. They call it the Great White Dyno. The raw appeal of racing on salt is you can go as fast as you like. No limits. In fact, the only limits are you and your machine. Many of these vehicles are capable of 200 miles an hour or more and run on a course that's 9 miles long. The vehicles have 2 miles to get up to speed. They're timed between the 3rd and 5th mile. A wise man once said, out here, forget everything you think you know about making a car go fast. Racing on salt is nothing like racing elsewhere. Setting a car up for success in the harsh conditions on slippery salt takes some races years to master. This VT Commodore cost $1,000. Good mates Steve Main and Mark Rayners bought the car 6 years ago, supercharged the standard V6 and ran 201 miles an hour. Since then, the lads have installed an iron block 4.8 litre LS V8 with a turbo and run 215. One of the stars of the Aussie Salt is Mike Davidson's Streamliner, powered by 2 Ford flathead V8s. After several years of trying, this car finally reached its potential. Driven by Kurt Dunn, it reached 230 miles an hour. At the end of the day, it's great to catch up for a beer at the Lakeside Canteen and tell stories about the ones that got away. There's big speeds, but there's very few big egos. The mateship as well as the racing keeps people coming back year after year. Outback Adventure, motor racing, Australian Speed Week is a bucket list event. If you're into fast cars, you must see this before you die.
Through the 2.25 at 221.566. Through the 3 mile at 229.548. Timing, this is Southern Rescue. It's Southern. There's shootout and big spin. Track closed. Track closed. Been several times by the looks Andy's still on his wheels. Easily up to him at the 4 mile, 4.25 mile. That time we got some action out of there, Southern.